phase of Krishna waters. That is the allocated rightful waters of Hyderabad, sir. Why is the government not serious in bringing up the third phase of Krishna waters? If they are not bringing the third phase of Krishna waters, what is the alternate proposal which the government has for the Hyderabad city, sir? So the state, and at the same time, sir, I was just going through and I found, sir, a very interesting note had come in front of me, sir, and in spite of 60 years of our independence, sir, in Andhra Pradesh state, almost there are 1,000 villages which do not have drinking water, sir. So in that, I was also reading, sir, that in every summer the government supplies drinking water in the year 2005 and 6 to 1,979 villages. In 2006 and 7, 1,115 villages. 2007 and 8, 1,122 villages, sir. So there are so many districts, and as my learned friend was also speaking about the fluoride affected areas of the Nalgonda district, sir, the government needs to act upon seriously for this issue, sir, because drinking water is one that everyone should have that, sir. The state has quietly made a lot of progress in the industrial front in the last 4 years, though there is not much hype of the kind that was evident during the earlier regime when the then Chief Minister preferred to be called as the CEO of AP, sir. The Confederation of Indian Industry has adjudged AP the best performing state in manufacturing sector among the southern state. In the information technology field also, the state is logging impressive growth of 40% annually, which is higher than the national average, sir. Sir, going now to Hyderabad International Airport, sir, at Shamshabad is getting operational next month. The state government has also promised to develop airport in all districts apart from taking up an international airport in Visakhapatnam, sir. I would like the finance minister to furnish more details of the proposed AP Aviation Corporation being established in public sector with an outlay of rupees 55 crores to provide better aviation services in the state, sir. So in the power sector, the AP Genco has taken up capacity addition of 8,945 megawatt, out of which about 7,109 megawatt would be commissioned during the 11th plan period. The government has envisaged the 1,000 megawatt Kakatiya thermal power project for augmenting the power supply for Hyderabad. This project was earlier contemplated as a gas-based power project at Shankarpalli in Rangayana district. This project should be expedited. Even as the summer season has just begun, the state is already facing the spectra of power shortage. On Sunday, the last state faced power crisis after 4 generating stations with a capacity of 1,100 megawatts tripped. AP Transco, which meets daily demand of 187 million units, has been forced to cut down supply by 26 million units. This situation has cropped up even as Chief Minister has claimed that AP would become a power surplus in the next 6 months when the natural gas supply for Reliance Industries, Krishna, Godavari fields would begin in and help augment power generation by 40 million units. I hope the government would take all steps to ensure that there are no power cuts in the state during the peak summer months. I want to know why the subsidy on free supply of power to farmers is being reduced from rupees 2,245 crore in current year to rupees 2,385 crore next year, sir. The government should give up the move to treat the consumers as power thieves, I would say, sir. So my question is very simple, sir. Why it was reduced? My party welcomes the revival of rupees 2 a kg rice scheme by the Congress government to provide food security to below poverty line family. The subsidy on the scheme, which would help 80% of state population, would be rupees 1,980 crores. I would urge the finance minister to make it a permanent scheme like the free power scheme for the farmers so that poor gets social security that they deserve, sir. So at the same time, I request the government to check the rising inflation, sir, especially the steep rise in prices of essential commodities. According to Socio-Economic Survey 2007 and 8, the price situation in the state from April to December 2007 revealed that the average daily retail prices of rice in the market varied marginally, while that of red gram, groundnut oil and onions have increased significantly. The prices of tamarind and red chilies are said to have decreased, sir. Unless the government ensures that the price of pulse, edible oil, other essential commodities are kept on the check, the impact of rupees 2 kg rice scheme would be lost, as the poor would have to shell out as much money to buy a kg of pulse or edible oil as for the 20 kg rice under the established scheme. It is also necessary to tone up the functioning of fair price shops and check irregularities by the erring shopkeepers, sir. So at the same time, sir, our party has been repeatedly requesting the government to please come up with new ration shops, sir. So I had given all the figures as to how many ration cards have been increased, sir. Previously, a single shop used to have 200 to 500 ration cards, but now the same shop has more than 2,000 card holders. When the cards have increased, the number of shops should have also been increased. But still a decision has not yet been taken, sir. And one card holder lives in one locality and his shop is in another locality. A card holder has to walk for 3 to 4 kilometers to procure his essential commodities from that shop, sir. So I request the government to please look into that and see that in particular the whole city is facing such problems, sir. Sir, as far as Indrama scheme is concerned, sir, there is a need to expedite the implementation of housing schemes in urban areas, including the twin cities of Hyderabad, Secunderabad, where the progress of the scheme is only tardy so far, sir. I would like the finance minister to furnish the details of the number of houses being taken up in each of the 3 phases of Indrama program in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation limit, sir. As far as the details which I have, sir, those details and the figures show that the total houses constructed, sir, out of that, the share of minorities has been only 4.5%, sir. I've been repeatedly raising this issue in this August House right from the year 2004 and saying that Muslims should be given a rightful allocation subject to the GOs, which says clearly that 20% and 10% in urban and rural areas should be the share of minorities, whether in the housing or in the land allotment, sir. But it is so unfortunate that Muslims are not getting their right in this regard, sir. And we have given the GOs, sir. And if we see that the lands which has been distributed, sir, I have all the details figures, sir. I don't have much of time, so I'm not going to the details of that, sir. I've already spoken and given the figures when I was speaking on the thanks to the governor's address, sir, in that the lands which were given to Muslim minorities, the percentage is only 1%, sir. And in the last phase, in the Karpa district, the district honorable chief minister, the percentage of Muslims was 0, sir. In Adilabad district, again it was 0. In Warangal, it was 0. In Visakhapatnam, it was 0. So 9 districts has 0%, sir. So we say that, please give us, do not neglect us. Give us the rightful share of the minorities. The functioning of Anganwadis in the state has to improve, so since 73,944 centers are supposed to provide nutritional support to the children, pregnant women belonging to weaker sections who constitute 80% of population in Indrama. The number of pensions has increased to 48 lakhs, but very few eligible beneficiaries are getting the pension in twin cities of Hyderabad, Secunderabad. There is urgent need to extend coverage to all eligible beneficiaries, sir. When the pension also comes, sir, we are not being given the proper allocation, sir. I would like the finance minister to elaborate objective and function of Rajiv. It's 15 minutes, sir.
No, it's more than that. 250 is when you started. 250 is when you started.
It is only 15 minutes, sir.
I'm keeping the time, do not worry.
I'm very much, I'm seeing that, sir.
Let me be your timekeeper, you continue with that. Please try to wind
It's only 15 minutes, sir.
No.
Because I'm very much in the subject, sir, on the subject.
Sure.
And
let's try to complete, yes.
So I would like the finance minister to elaborate the objective and function of Rajiv Udyoga Shri Society to train 10 lakh youth for employment in industries in the coming 2 years under the Rajiv Yuva Shakti program. The coverage of youth from the twin cities is very limited, sir. There is a need to increase the number of beneficiaries substantially. I would request the government to extend the Rajiv Knowledge Kendra program to all professional minority colleges as well as Urdu medium degree colleges in the state from the ensuing academic year, sir. So my party welcomed the government decision to extend the Rajiv Arogya Sri Health Insurance Scheme to the entire state from Gandhi Jayanti Day this year to provide financial assistance to families living below poverty line up to rupees 2 lakh per annum for treatment of serious ailment, and also urge the government to take measures to strengthening and upgrading the area hospital, teaching hospitals, super specialty hospitals, twin cities, more particular hospitals like Neelofar Hospital, Nayapur, Sultan Bazar, Maternity Hospital, Nampalli, Malakpet Area Hospital, King Koti Hospital, Usman General Hospital, sir. Sir, when I make this request, sir, at the same time, sir, I would like to ask the Honorable Finance Minister, sir, what does the National Health Policy of 2002, which has recently been approved by the Parliament, says, sir? That says that the budget should be allocated, the percentage of budget allocated for health should be 7% of the total budget towards health sector. And what is the allocation that has been made in Andhra Pradesh, sir? It is 3.35%, half of the budget was allocated from the required 7%, sir. If 7% has to be taken, sir, the health budget should have been 7,030.56. But what is it now, sir? It is just 3.35, sir. Sir, and if we have to see the breakup, sir, if I go in the details, sir, the government allocated rupees 3,368.94 crores, less of rupees 850 crores under plan expenditure, rupees 1,533.55 crores after including the expected central health scheme allocation of rupees 218 crores, and under non-plan expenditure rupees 1,885.3 crores, sir. Sir, now the shocking thing is that, sir, there has been a 20% of reduction in rural health sector, sir. Rural health sector, 20% of reduction is there, sir, which is very dangerous, I would say, sir. In 2017 budget allocated, sir, rupees 458.74 crores were there, which is now reduced to 363.96 crores in the year 2008 and 9, sir. This is very sad, sir. Sir, in the financial year 2006, sir, health department budget estimate and the plan expenditure was 752.94 crores and revised budget estimate was 753.75 crores, but actual expenditure was rupees 588.22, that is 69% only, sir. That means 31% was unspent. Why was it unspent?